Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Epic 7 stream. It is your boy Mashuu coming at you, and I know what it sounds like. My voice is a little bit shot from the weekend, so it's a little deeper than what you guys are used to, alright? But yeah, guys, welcome to another Here's the Thing, and I'll be going over the patch notes for today. Other than that, though, we have a lot in store for you guys. And with that also goes the code. So the code this time, exclamation point code, is Girl of Fate. That is Girl of Fate in this matter, guys. And I believe you guys all probably know what that's attributed to. As for you guys in the YouTube chat, I'll go ahead and pass that over to you guys as well. But yeah, as we go on along, guys, I'm just gonna be going over all these things for today. And as you see, we have the new episode 4, chapter 10, coming out along. Get ready for it. We have the new specialty change for Savior Aiden. That is the light version of Aiden. You'll be able to see that later. We have a new hero in the form of Zio, which a lot of you guys have already guessed through the silhouette that you guys saw earlier. And the showcase of the new skin, which is the 2022 E7WC shoe. Now this is modeled after the winner's cat in this case. And yeah, the shoe skin's looking really nice. Afterwards, we have the reveal that Ancient Inheritance Season 4 will be coming out, so make sure to stay tuned for that. I'll be telling you guys what set it is as well. Alongside that, we have the World Arena schedule information coming out. But yeah, as we move on along, we have the new episode coming out, chapter 4, North Theronhead, guys. So make sure to keep on now, keep a lookout, and also see how this tale ends. But alongside that, we're going to have the feature for Savior Aiden being able to be unlocked. So here is her video that we have prepared for you guys. Check it out.
As long as I have something to protect, I will never lose. It'll all be over in the blink of an eye. We still have hope.
Aiden, who has the power of the 4 seasons, has conquered the fear in her heart and has mastered the power of light to fight against the celestial beings threatening her world. Players will be able to awaken Aiden to Savior Aiden by completing Episode 4, Chapter 10. And then completing all the missions for Awakened Aiden. Savior Aiden is a 3-star light elemental thief. She has high attack and critical hit chance, and can increase her attack even more through her imprint concentration. Skill 3, Smite of Salvation. Attacks the enemy with a powerful blow and grants invincibility to all allies except for the caster for 1 turn. Penetrates the target's defense by 50%. Skill 2, Power of the 4 Seasons. Evasion increases up to 50%, and after successfully evading, counterattacks with Blade Gust. Blade Gust can only be activated once every 2 turns. Blade Gust. Attacks all enemies with a Blade Gust, dispelling 1 buff. Skill 1, Ankle Cut. Attacks the enemy with a sword with up to a 75% chance to make them unable to be buffed for 1 turn. When 10 soul is consumed, increases the effect's chance to 100% and makes the enemy unable to be buffed for 2 turns. Here are the runes that boost hero stats. Courage Rune. Increases attack by up to 15%. Obscurity Rune. Increases critical hit chance by up to 10%. Speed Rune. Increases speed by up to 5. Unity Rune. Increases attack of all allies by up to 5%. Achievement Rune. When successfully evading, increases combat readiness by up to 20%. Next, we have runes that boost skill effects. Faith Rune. When using Smite of Salvation, if the target is a Dark Elemental hero, increases damage dealt by up to 20%. Relic Rune. When using Smite of Salvation, if the target is a Dark Elemental hero, has up to a 100% chance to decrease skill cooldowns by 1 turn. Order Rune. When using Blade Gust, has up to a 100% chance to remove 5 soul from the enemy. Fruition Rune. When using Blade Gust, has up to a 100% chance to increase attack of the caster for 2 turns. Wedge Rune. When using Ankle Cut, has up to a 100% chance to recover 20% of damage dealt. Sword of Cycling Seasons. The sword that contains the harmonized power of the Spirit Lords that reside within each of the 4 season swords. The only person that can wield this blade to its truest potential is Adin. Increases evasion by 20%. When attacking, if the caster is at an elemental advantage, increases damage dealt by 25%. The skill effect of this artifact does not increase when enhanced. This is an exclusive artifact for Adin. The Savior of Light who has the power of the 4 seasons. Players will be able to awaken Adin to Savior Adin by completing Episode 4, Chapter 10, and then completing all the missions for Awakened Adin. Thank you!
Give all that you have for the glory of Harlan! I'll make you kneel before me. I'll shatter. Your pride! Stay on your toes!
I never fight a losing battle in this distorted world. I will write new rules.
I fight with the power of all. Take notes for future reference. This is what a perfect cut looks like. Run, if you're scared. Let's end it now. I'll remove any trace of you. Your dead comrades are waiting for you. Let's wipe them out! Show your elders some respect. I was going to let you off easy.
I'm sensing corrupt energy. Let me guide you onto the right path.
This is it.
Don't worry, I'm here. An opening. I got that. Annoying vermin must be crushed.
Your courage is admirable.
What are you looking at? I'm over here! As long as I have something to protect, I will never lose. No need to fire me. This is thanks.
And there you guys have it. There is Savior Aiden for you guys. I'm still gonna say Aiden no matter what, I swear. But yeah, as you guys see, here are her stats. And that new 2D style is looking very nice, man. Very nice indeed. And as we go and move on along, we do have a change to some of her skills, as you guys were able to see through the video. And a lot of it is kind of crazy, kind of nutty. I do end up seeing a lot of it. This new skill too is kind of crazy. Got a lot of evasion on that. And after evasion is able to counterattack with Blade Gust, but only can be activated once every 2 turns. And moving along from this, her skill 3 is able to provide a lot of utility by granting invincibility to all allies except for the caster. And it also death pens by 50%, guys. Pretty nuts. But yeah. Sorry, I just read something in chat, but yeah. As you move along though, she did go over the basic utilities of her rune, so I'm just gonna go pass over these one by one and let you guys have a look. Just making more damage in this case, and also a little bit more chance to recover. And in this case, just making Blade just a lot more usable, not usable, but useful. Dude, that 5 souls is actually pretty nuts if it actually does happen to, especially when you're a case where the opponent's about to soul burn. It's also pretty nice to have. The increased attack is also really nice to have, just having that extra buff on hand. And in this case, it's just a lot of util against dark units, right? And we saw her being used against Aravi and how much damage that I'll put it in the video. We'll see how that portrays when she's actually being used against everyone else in RTA, so we'll see. And the extra runes that she gets for being a specialty change. Note that her stats above were her base stats, and then she gets these on top, I believe, at least. And yeah. Ooh, the extra attack for all allies as well. It's pretty nice, pretty nice. And what is showcased as well is the artifact that she'll be getting. Is an exclusive artifact, only can be used by Aiden, increases evasion by 20%, and if she's at an elemental advantage, it increases damage dealt by 25%. Now, note that this is for Aiden, and because she can be manipulated, she could change to either of the other elements as well of the RGB style. And yes, it's just really nice for her to have, especially if you're going to be using her for the other reasons. Granted, I would want to use her for this light one. It's pretty nuts. But moving on along, you guys saw him already, and it is now time to show off Zio, the Emperor of Theronhad. Are you guys ready? Y'all ready? And here is his video.
When all the pieces are put together, I'll finally be whole again. I am the rightful ruler of this land. Kneel before me. Must suffer the consequences. Those who deny their fate.
Zio, the young Emperor of Theronhad, strives to restore the land to its former glory. Although he's of the same lineage as the previous Emperor, he was far from even being considered to be next in line for the throne. Despite not knowing his origins, he lived a peaceful and normal life. It is only due to an orchestrated series of events that he has ascended. He is widely considered weak and unfit to be Emperor. However, he is protected by his advisor and High Shaman, and some even suspect that his public image is only but a facade to his true character. Zio is a 5-star Dark Elemental Mage. He has high effectiveness and critical hit chance, and can increase his effectiveness even more through imprint concentration. Skill 2, Supreme Authority. At the start of the first battle, increases combat readiness by up to 20%. Unaffected by effects that reduce combat readiness, increases the caster receives. This does not include effects such as Restrict, which completely block combat readiness increase. Skill 3, Bow Down Before Me. Dispels 2 buffs from the enemy before attacking, silencing for 1 turn and decreasing combat readiness by up to 40%. Grants Deify to the caster for 3 turns. Penetrates the target's defense by 100% and cannot trigger a critical hit. When the target is a hero, damage dealt increases proportional to the target's current health. Deify increases critical hit chance by 50% when attacking, and when attacked, decreases damage suffered by 50%. When more than 1 damage reduction effect is granted, only the strongest effect is applied. Deify cannot be dispelled. When 10 soul is consumed, dispels all buffs from the target. Skill 1, Let Me Destroy You. Attacks the enemy with a spear before increasing attack of the caster for 1 turn. When the caster is deified, activates Disappear as an extra attack. Disappear attacks the enemy with a sword storm, and when the enemy is defeated, increases combat readiness of the caster by 50%. Penetrates the target's defense by 50%. Can only be activated once per turn during the caster's turn.
I am the rightful ruler of this
The Emperor of Theronhad who leads the era of revolution. Players will be able to meet Zio through the Mystic Summon starting November 24. Thank you.
I am the rightful ruler of this land. Kneel before me.
I want you out of my sight. Oh, you weak, pitiful thing. Suffer an eternity of pain.
I will deliver unto you your salvation. Shall we go to the land steeped in death?
My spear will not dull until it pierces the heart of my enemy.
I won't lose. Vitality, rush forth.
Found you. Is that all you've got?
Until the end.
May blessings be with you.
There's no time to rest.
You dare defy me? Your Emperor? Consider this an honor.
For the goddess. With light.
That was close.
Coming. Don't put all your faith in me.
I'll show you what the true vessel is capable of. You should really back down. You dare defy me? Your Emperor? So careless. So naive.
Everyone, I'll save you. You're going to get better.
Prove your worth. How weak.
Shall we go to the land steeped in death?
Nuisances should be dealt with.
Someday, you will be forgotten.
And not a single person will ever remember your name.
For the goddess. Be well.
Are you going to provide some entertainment? The room.
Certainly. I smell living creatures. Can you handle this?
Are you prepared for this? I won't lose.
Witness the power of the chosen.
I desire your flesh. Once you've faced me, you'll become darkness yourself. Prove your worth. Is that all you've got?
This is only a temporary alliance. For the goddess.
Found you. How weak.
The chosen one.
And there you guys have it. That is Theo in this case, guys. Pretty interesting character with one of the cleanest S1 cut-ins I've ever seen, I'm not gonna lie. And here are his base stats. Pretty high base attack, as you guys know, being a mage already, and that high defense is something that's characteristic of a mage. Pretty interesting overall. Why is he dark? It's because he's evil, dude. What do you mean? But yeah, as you see, his S1 cut-in is probably the craziest looking thing ever. It attacks the enemy with a spear before increasing attack of the caster when it is deified. Remember that deification is made when you use the S3. And it activates Disappear as an extra attack. Disappear can only be activated once per turn and only during the caster's turn. Disappear attacks the enemy with a sword storm, and when the enemy is defeated, increases the CR of the caster, and it also penetrates the target's defense by 50%. So it's going to be doing a lot of damage. And as for his skill 2, at the start of battle, it increases the CR by 10%. This is unaffected by effects that reduce CR, and it reduces unaffected by effects that reduce combat readiness, increases the caster receives. My gosh, that was such a struggle for me to read. But yeah, so 20% at max, guys. unless I can't do math, which I mean could be possible. But yeah, so he'll be able to gain 20% in that case, only at the start of battle. And his S3 in this case dispels 2 buffs from the enemy before attacking and silencing for 1 turn and decreasing CR by 30%. Then grants DFI, which activates his S1, and it also gives him a lot of buffs in this case. So something to look into, especially when looking at it. It also penetrates the target's defense and can't trigger a critical hit. Just something to note. And yeah, guys, that is Zio in this case. Pretty crazy unit overall. Seems like a lot of fun. That S1 looks kind of crazy when you look into it. It's pretty nuts. I do like seeing that S1. Hopefully some characters in the future also get that kind of thing. It's similar to me how like Ilyanov has her like S2 whole animation and everything else. But moving along from this and now into the skin, we are going to be looking at the 2022 E7WC shoe skin, courtesy of Phantom for winning that. And you could see it right here.
Look, Cream, a new friend. Let me know anytime if you need my help. But of course, I don't work for free.
Yes, guys, that is in fact going to be obtained through the player pass, guys. Or well, the E7WC shoe skin is going to be obtained through the Victor's Prestige Epic Pass that you guys are going to be able to do. So, if you guys are like me and want to change over to this new skin, I highly recommend it. I'm going to be able to use Shu a lot more because she's a lot cuter at least. But yeah, as we move on along, we still have a little bit more to discuss, guys. The Ancient Inheritance Season 4 is coming up, and it starts next week. That is 11/14 on Monday. Make sure to get it. And if you guys want to see all the exact gear and everything else you'll be able to obtain, you'll be able to see that on the stove post, which should be coming out. If you guys want to know what sets they are, it is a lifesteal set, guys. So make sure to get all those equipments, and you guys know Ancient Inheritance gear is good. So I mean, there's no why am I even saying this? You guys are gonna get it either way, even if I didn't even talk about it. All right. But as we move on along, the next World Arena season will be coming out as well this week, and with that, you guys see it, right? You guys see I don't have to say anything. LQC, yeah, LQC is on here, and as you see, LQC is right there. I can't wait. I can't wait. That's all I gotta say. I can't wait. But yeah, moving along from this though, we're gonna go into like the drop rate ups and whatnot as well through, guys. So we have the drop rate up for Peyra alongside her artifact Goblet of Oath coming out this week. Alongside her, we'll be having the drop rate up for Shu, which is nice because the Epic Pass is right there too as well. You guys will be able to grab her and the skin and Snow Crystal too. Alongside this next week, we have the drop rate up for Basar and Abyssal Crown, guys. That is next week, in this case 11/17. And alongside him is Yulha with Sphere of Sageism. Now, if you guys are wondering who's going to be paired up alongside Zio, we have Shooting Star Acades, and this will be happening at the end of the month on 11/24 after the maintenance. We'll still have another patch, I believe, by then. If not, you guys will be informed. And yeah, guys, that is it for this week. Make sure though that you guys pick up that gift box password as well. It is Girl of Fate. Girl of Fate, in this case, you guys see it on screen, GIRLOFFATE. Get your 3 leaves and 300k gold as per usual. Lots of stuff in store, guys. Make sure to stay tuned. I know you guys are wondering about the collab. You guys will be able to find out more of that. Just stick to all our SNS and everything else. All right, guys. I will see you guys later. Peace.